Welcome to Tech News Today, a podcast about keeping you informed and empowered by giving you the latest tech stories that impact your daily life. It's Wednesday, January 23rd. I'm Mike James. Coming up in a bit, social media companies like Facebook and Twitter could find out a lot about you, even if you don't have an account. Plus, the Apple Watch has a challenger when it comes to a full-fledged health device. And China has a frightening new app to track people who owe money. We'll get started in just a moment, but first we'd like to recognize our partners who help make this podcast possible. We start with your data. Maybe you're one of the few who never had a Facebook or Twitter account, so the massive social media network computers don't know anything about you, right? You'd be wrong. Actually, they know a lot, and there's truly no place left to hide online. Researchers from the University of Vermont found that looking at profiles of people who you know on social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook, the computer algorithms can make some very good guesses about you. It doesn't take a lot either. Say you don't have any social media accounts, that's fine. They'll only need access to just 8 of your contacts, not even necessarily friends, to accurately predict 2/3 of the time what you like, dislike, and how you would respond to a situation. So, very interesting. You don't post a thing and the computers are only wrong 1/3 of the time about you. How would you like to be married to that? And now, across the pond, countries like France have recently enacted some pretty tough privacy rules, and now they want Google to pay the price. Privacy regulators in France have fined Google $56.8 million for using people's private data for personalized ads and for hiding other information about how Google processes, stores, and uses the data it collects. France's privacy watchdog said that in some cases it took up to 6 steps to find key disclosures relating to privacy. Google has since responded that they're studying the decision before taking any more steps. In other words, they're putting a bunch of very expensive lawyers on it and figuring out a way that they can weasel around it. This all comes as Google is considering pulling their news service from Europe altogether over copyright law that could be passed soon. The European Union's copyright directive would give publishers the right to demand money from not only Google, but also from Facebook and other platforms where fragments or summaries of their articles show up in news search results. A decision's been delayed because of some disagreements, but Google News could withdraw from Europe if it eventually passes. They already pulled out of Spain in 2014 over a similar law. And just ahead, another smartwatch being built as a true health device is on the way. Right now, let me tell you about our partners at Stitch Fix. My life can get pretty hectic. Between work and family, I don't always have time to shop for myself, and that's why we're excited about Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, budget, and lifestyle. Just go to stitchfix.com/Kim and tell them your sizes, what styles you like, and how much you want to spend on each item. You'll be paired with your very own personal stylist who will hand-pick items to send right to your door. You try them on, pay only for what you love, and return the rest. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free, and there's no subscription required. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied toward anything you keep from your shipment. It was really easy to get it set up, and I can't wait to get my first box. Get started right now at stitchfix.com/Kim, and you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all the items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/Kim. All right, move over, Apple. Another smartwatch with big focus on your health just jumped in the game. It's called Verily. It's a life sciences branch of Alphabet, which also happens to be Google's parent company. They just received FDA clearance for an electrocardiogram feature in their new health watch. It's called the Verily Study Watch, and it's already been tested by thousands of people who have been taking part in clinical research studies for nearly 2 years, which focus on areas like cardiovascular health, and that's where the ECG feature comes in, which measures electrical activity in the heart. The Apple Watch Series 4, that was released only a couple of months ago, also includes an ECG feature which can help diagnose or at least alert the person wearing it to a possible medical condition. But here's what's different. Verily's Health Watch will be by prescription only. It's only meant to be used in accordance with health professionals for adults who might have heart conditions and other select medical issues. All right, go ahead and guess. How many people at Amazon do you suppose are dedicated to working solely on Alexa? 100, 500, 1,000? Well, if you're guessing about 1,000, you'd be, way off, not even close. Business Insider reports that there are 10,000 Amazon employees who only work on Alexa and Echo products. A lot of people on the Alexa team focus on the obvious, technical aspects like hardware and machine learning. Another team focuses on the Q&A part of Alexa to help make the digital assistant smarter in that area. But it also is about personality. Yes, I said personality to the Alexa assistant. They want to make Alexa more of a companion than just a smart speaker, so there's a whole team dedicated to how Alexa behaves and how her personality, putting my two fingers up for quote marks now, is formed. Now, 10,000 people may seem like a lot, but consider that Amazon has more than 600,000 employees working for them worldwide. All right, listen up if you own an iPhone and if you like paying your bills at grocery stores and restaurants using Apple Pay. You're about to get a lot more options using Apple Pay. Apple just announced that Apple Pay is expanding to more restaurants and stores, including Target. Apple's mobile payment system is also on its way to Taco Bell and Jack in the Box fast food restaurants, along with Hy-Vee grocery stores and Speedway convenience stores. With these additions, Apple says they now have 74% of the top 100 merchants in the United States and 65% of all U.S. retail locations supporting Apple Pay. It's their biggest expansion since last summer when CVS Pharmacy and 7-Eleven convenience stores all signed up. Apple Pay is already rolling out across the nearly 2,000 Target stores around the country, and they should be up and running within just a couple of weeks. Coming up next, robots are taking over yet another college campus, but no one seems to really care. And right now, a quick thank you to our friends who help make these podcasts possible. All right, here's a little bit of a scary story from China. A Chinese province has developed an app that will alert their residents if they're walking near someone who's in debt. What? Oh yeah, it's real. The app seems appropriately called the Map of Deadbeat Debtors, and get this, its purpose is for people to keep an eye on others. The app identifies as owing money, then to report them if they, quote, seem capable of paying their debts, end quote, whatever that means. And it's very creepy. People with this app get notified if they're within 500 meters of someone that's in debt. It will show that person's exact location. But if you show up on the map, does it mean you're in debt by $10 or 10,000? There's no information on what someone would have to do to get added to this prestigious list. It is China's latest add-on to their social credit system, which basically judges a person's trustworthiness. The system will be mandatory for Chinese residents beginning in 2020. Really? Wow. And robots are taking over another college campus. No, it's not an invasion. These robots deliver food. A fleet of 25 mini robots from Starship Technologies arrived at George Mason University in Virginia on Tuesday, delivering food and drinks to 40,000 students and staff members through a food service called Sodexo. So, students order through an app, and a robot shows up with their order just a couple of minutes later. In their sturdy little bots, they can hold about 20 pounds worth of food, all while knowing how to cross the street, climb curbs, and still get your order to you in adverse weather conditions like rain and snow. The company also has robots operating throughout California's Silicon Valley, and last year, Starship Technologies also launched an on-demand package delivery service. Looks like robots are slowly taking over the world, but I think most people are okay with it as long as they can get you a pizza in 5 minutes or less. By the way, once you're done listening to our podcast, do us a favor and give us a thumbs up. If you're listening on YouTube, thumbs up and subscribe. That helps more people find us, and we do thank you for that. Finally, for today's Commando Kicker, on social media, a Chinese warship was spotted carrying a next-generation hypersonic railgun. Now, if it is a true rail gun, that would mean that China is the first country to have developed that kind of technology in front of Japan, Russia, and of course the United States. What's even more interesting is that since China tightly controls its social media accounts, it must have wanted the device to be made public. A railgun is an electromagnetic catapult designed to hurl projectiles at extremely high speeds. It would also mean that military ships would no longer need to transport explosive propellants or warheads, making them much safer and probably likely cheaper, except for the research costs. And that's your tech news for today. If you want to win great prizes like the Commando 2-in-1 tablet and laptop, or even a Commando Bluetooth speaker, simply become a Commando ambassador. If you love getting the Commando free email newsletters, you can share it with your friends and family who will benefit from valuable tech and the digital life hacks. Invite them to get the free email alerts. And more people you invite, the more they sign up and the more prizes you win. Just go to commando.com/ambassador to learn more.